What's going on, bro? Listen, man, we are still here in Module 1, Discover Clarity, all right? Now, I told you in the last lesson my why. Why am I even doing this to begin with? Because I don't want anyone to die and not experience and enjoy their happiest and highest potential. My why is rooted in the story that I shared with you in the last lesson, that my mother was willing to give what little money she had so that I could experience my happiest and highest potential in my very short-lived basketball career in high school, all right? But that's my why. Now, watch this. Because I have determined and articulated my why, everything I do, bro, is influenced by my why. Everything I do stems from my why. So my marriage stems from my why. My finances stems from my why. My health, my personal development, my dreams, my goals, my weaknesses, my addictions, my ambitions, the stuff that keeps me up at night, everything stems from my why. Every decision I make, the quality of decisions that I make, stems from my why. Today, we got to start with your why. Now, why today we're using it as an acronym, WHI. What's the acronym stand for? What's hidden in you? That's your why. There's something that's hidden inside of you. We have to get that out. We have to clearly write it down. Everything you do stems from your why. Why? Here it is. Because if you don't, you will continue walking aimlessly. I need you to catch me, bro. We talking about dominating your 20s. Like your problem with procrastination, your problems with your money, your problem with time management, your problem with pornography, your problem with not finding a job, your problem with your wife, your problem with your kids, your problem with your family. All of your problems, they are rooted in the fact that you don't know your why. What's hidden in you? So how do we get that out? Well, there's a worksheet that I want you to fill out, all right? It's called the 7-layer deep assessment. 7-layer deep. Here it is. The question is going to be asked, why do you want to become successful? Why do you want to become successful? And what you're going to do is you're going to write down the first thing that comes to your mind. And be honest. Why do you want to become successful? You write that down. And immediately after that response, the next question is going to be, why? Why what? Why to your response. Why do you want to be successful? Because A, B, and C. Why is A, B, and C? Because X, Y, and Z. Why? Well, because X is this and Y is this and Z means this to me. Why is X this? Why is Y that? And why is Z important? Does that make sense right now? We got to break down your why 7 layers deep, because you've never asked yourself that question before. And you probably have never gone that deep inwardly to do that inner work to get that thing out of you. Now, here's the truth, bro. This won't work unless you work it. Did you hear what I just said? This won't, listen to me, I'm not playing with you, bro. This won't work unless you work it. You gotta work the work long enough for the work to work. Repeat that one more time, Max. You gotta work the work long enough for the work to work. So before we start the work, we gotta find out why. Why do you do what you do? Why do you move the way you move? Why do you think the way you think? Why? Trust me, 7-layer deep. When you get to the 7th response, you're going to know why. And everything that we're going to talk about in this playbook in how to dominate your 20s. Every area of your life, you got to have a why. So that you are clear for yourself. This is why I do what I do. And because I know why I do what I do, watch this, it's much easier for me to know what to do. But more importantly, it's much easier for me to know what not to do. So after this video, I want you to take the assessment. Again, it won't work unless you work it, bro. Be honest with yourself. Really do the deep digging work of finding out your why. Once you got your why, we're going to talk about it, all right? We're going to chop it up. We're going to share. We're going to dig deep into that thing. But once you get that, bro, everything else, the dominoes, they just start falling into place. So here it is. I'm going to leave you with this, all right? Whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. Whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. So I'm inviting you, find your why. Let's change what needs to be changed so you can dominate your 20s, bro. So that after these days, after these 10 days, 20 days, 30 days of being right here with me, I promise you, you do the work for these 30 days, bro. I promise you, you will be impacted for your next 30 years. All right? Let's get to work, baby. Let's find out that why, and let's go on to the next lesson.